Welcome. Come in. I'm Kamari. Welcome to the tavern. Can I get you a butterbeer? No, you're just here for information about secrets and mysteries in Hogwarts Legacy? Well, you've come to the right place. I can't tell you a lot, but I'll tell you what I can. So let's get started. Quick disclaimer before we get started. I misspoke in my last video and said that Quidditch wasn't invented until the 19th century. That's not entirely accurate. Early forms of Quidditch do date back to the 10th century. However, the racing broom and the cushion enchant that would make Quidditch much more accessible wasn't created until the 19th century. Now on to today's video. Today we'll be discussing how mysteries, secrets, hidden treasures, and more could work in Hogwarts Legacy. First off, here's what the State of Play had to say about the subject.
In between classes, you'll be able to explore the castle famous for its secrets, enchantments, and mysteries. You'll discover dungeons and secret passageways, as well as challenging puzzles that will require magical skill and a clever mind to solve. You may even find yourself in iconic locations you've never been able to explore before.
Based on what we've already learned from the State of Play and the FAQ over on the website, we can already glean some insight into what types of secrets and treasures we could be unearthing in Hogwarts Legacy.
Welcome to the Room of Requirement.
We already know that the Room of Requirement will play a major role within the game. It could almost be considered its own character. Us as young witches and wizards will have the opportunity to completely customize the Room of Requirement to suit our own needs and playstyles. In the books, and according to the Potter Fandom Wiki, the room is located on the 7th floor in the left corridor of the Hogwarts Castle and has a hidden entrance opposite the tapestry depicting the attempt of Barnabas the Barmy to teach trolls ballet. The way to open the room is to walk past it 3 times thinking about what one needs, and the door will appear. The movies differ a little on how to access the room, but it's essentially the same idea. I like this type of idea for the game as well. I'd love to find hidden notes and clues about how to access secrets like this. A great example would be staying on the staircase to the 5th floor for 3 rotations and then having a hidden path reveal itself. We also know there are secret passages in, out, and around the castle. The Weasley twins made mention of this when talking about the Marauders map. Now, the Marauders map definitely won't be making an appearance because it hadn't been created at the time, but these secrets could still exist. We don't know exactly when the secret passages in and out and around Hogwarts were created, so there's a good possibility we could be making use of many of these hidden passageways ourselves during our adventures. When looking at the FAQ for the game, we find that it says this: is Hogwarts Castle explorable in Hogwarts Legacy? The answer? Yes, players will be able to explore a fully realized Hogwarts Castle where they will attend classes, discover dungeons, secret passageways, and challenging puzzles. So this immediately tells us that we will be discovering all sorts of different secrets, puzzles, mysteries, and dungeons throughout Hogwarts. We also know that our player character has the ability to interact with magical items, so I hope and expect to be using this to uncover secrets as well. This in particular, I think, could be a really cool idea. We could technically discover secrets that have never been mentioned in any of the lore before, since no one else would have had the ability to discover them. I know I've seen a lot of people asking if we'd be venturing into the Chamber of Secrets during our adventures. I find this to be highly unlikely, since there's no mention so far of our characters speaking Parseltongue, and the lore states that the chamber hasn't been opened since Salazar Slytherin was at Hogwarts. There is still a slight possibility of us venturing there without the knowledge of anyone else. Like I said, I do find it to be highly unlikely. Lastly, I expect we'll also be discovering many secrets outside of the grounds as well. I hope to see them take a page out of the Elden Ring book in this aspect and have secrets scattered throughout the open world that reward unique items and have fun and interesting challenges or bosses with them as well. I'm positive that many of these secrets will also be unlocked using our latent ability to interact with magical items and artifacts. This brings us to our next topic, rewards. Discovering secrets is very fun and all, but part of that fun is knowing that by discovering the secret, you will also be discovering some type of reward as well. Whether it be a secret passage with a chest at the end, or a mini dungeon with a boss that drops something cool or unique. While so far we don't know what types of currencies or progression systems we'll be dealing with, and I will be releasing another video talking about that, we do know that there will be all kinds of interesting items from the Wizarding World scattered throughout the game. I'm sure many of the rewards coming from these secrets we find within the game will be in the form of these items. However, it's important that the reward be appropriate to the secret or challenge we discovered. This is something that a lot of games get wrong. Oftentimes, games will not give the player an appropriate reward for the challenge they just overcame or the secret they just discovered. The best items in the game shouldn't be behind simple secrets or puzzles, while at the same time the hardest secrets and the longest dungeons shouldn't reward basic scraps. It's something that seems simple when you think about it, but I think it's very often overlooked or just not thought through thoroughly, even in the best of games. Lastly, one thing I hope Hogwarts doesn't take from its earlier predecessors is having way too many secrets. I recently did a playthrough of Chamber of Secrets and Sorcerer's or Philosopher's Stone over on Twitch, and those games are filled to the brim with secret rooms and chests. Now, in theory, this sounds like a great thing. However, it's not really a rewarding secret if you're discovering a new one every 10 seconds. I'm not even exaggerating. I felt like every corner I turned was a new portrait to unlock or an obviously discolored wall that could be a Lahamord revealing a new hidden chest or wizarding card. Restraint is the name of the game here. You want to put enough secrets that everyone will find some, but not so many that the novelty wears off and it becomes a tedious chore that loses all the rewarding charm and feelings associated with it. It really comes down to the design philosophy and putting the time into making sure the game feels great to play. With all that being said, I have a lot of confidence that they will do a great job making secrets, mysteries, hidden treasures, and other rewards that feel good, if not great. From everything we've seen, the game looks like it's shaping up to be phenomenal and a fantastic, rewarding experience to explore. That's going to be about it for me. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, maybe subscribe, or check out some of my other videos on the channel about Hogwarts Legacy and other games that I cover. I plan on covering Hogwarts Legacy extensively, leading up to and after its release, so if that interests you, stick around and check out new stuff coming to the channel. I also stream over on twitch.tv/Kamari94, where I try to stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 Eastern, but my schedule has been pretty hectic lately, so it's best if you follow and you'll get a notification when I do go live. I try to go to live at least 3 times a week, even if it's not at those days and times. Thank you again so much for watching. I'm Kamari, and it's closing time here at the tavern. Well, there you go. That's all I've got. That's everything I know about Hogwarts Legacy and the secrets it holds. But before you go, there's one more thing I want to give you. And don't worry about paying for this one. This one's on the house. Here you go.
Right? Yeah. And I can't change it right now. The music's perfect.